And we are underway. So here he is, the man who has taken the sport by storm, Conor McGregor. You want to be mindful of what's coming your way in the early going. You know about the 13-second knockout of Jose Aldo. We'll see if he can take advantage here of what is a major edge and reach tonight. Nice kick to the midsection.
Wow! Oh! Big left hand!
He's got him hurt here.
Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses. Body kick, look at that.
Lands a punch. Oh, a huge block there. Joe, that is one well-timed overhand there by Wood.
Oh, he's getting some hip in that one.
Good defense here, Joe, as the hook to the head is blocked.
Oh! This could be it right here.
A big block, Joe. Well, that kick landed the body beautifully placed right underneath that elbow. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now defensively to avoid opening up that midsection to further damage by that kick. Nice leg kick there by Conor. Wow. Well.
Oh, another shot. He's hurt bad. This could be it. Oh, very nice. Oh, flipped him again. He's hurt. He's hurt.
Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round one.
Oh, he got tagged again. He's hurt. He is clearly in big, big trouble here. Just missed with a huge kick.
Ooh, blocks the shot.
And there he swung with a haymaker. Huge shot with the hook. Oh, he's landed some good shots here. Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses. Good defense there. Trying to get a single. Oh, and down.
45 seconds remain in the round. And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups.
Oh!
Man, he's got him hurt here.
Body kick, look at that. Oh! Oh!
Oh! And what a round! Whoa! Oh, so there's the horn at the end of the round. He got knocked down near the... All right, round two.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they can... He's rocked. High kick. He hurt him.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Tags him with the left.
Oh, he got reversed.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position. That is it.
And here's the end of the fight.
We go right inside the octagon. Here we go. Here is a guy who has been criminally underappreciated, not anymore, as he realized the UFC Welterweight Championship with a knockout of Robbie Lawler. Tyron Woodley back at it here tonight. Outstanding combination of wrestling, grappling, and striking. Tyron Woodley, a very difficult guy with which to contend here at 170 pounds.
He's out. He's out.
Do it.
Beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but all right, let's...
Are you ready?
Well, it is a venue that has hosted some of the biggest fights in combat sports history, and we are back for more, ready to go with live action underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. So a nice pop from the crowd as the UFC welterweight champion Tyron Woodley gets set to defend the title. Here they call it the chosen one, but not a lot of guys are calling out Tyron Woodley really as complete and well-rounded a mixed martial artist as we have at 170 pounds. Well, the kick lands to the head there, Joe, but I gotta say, he moved right into it. So let's see if he can make the adjustments, try to circle out, and at the very least get that big
nice
knee.
Oh! He's in trouble right now. Oh, he missed that kick. That one hurt.
McGregor going for the takedown here, but he misses. Just over 3 minutes to go round one. Oh, that punch will count. Landed flush. The ground strikes continue to pile up.
That's it. He's out. He's out. The fight is over. Wow. Beautiful ground and pound KO.
Yeah, Joe, the finish comes courtesy of some outstanding ground and pound, and it's one thing to try to score when you have your opponent in a compromised position on the ground. And Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada, we are underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. So here's Conor McGregor once again. You know about the physical gifts, but in the past he has beaten guys mentally before they even make the walk. Very intimidating proposition to fight one Conor McGregor, and this one's underway. And he connects with right hand.
He's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. He's hanging on here, but he is in big, big trouble. Oh, head kick. Wow. Boy, he is swinging for the fences.
Oh, he might be out.
Careful here, he's clearly in trouble. Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming?
Oh! Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Oh! And just like that, the fight is over.
And here's the end.
We send it in there. All right, the wait is over. We are underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Oh! Oh, he lands a massive kick here.
Look at this, takedown! Just missed with that huge kick.
Whoa! Oh!
Good control, posture's up.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked.
Doing a fantastic job of blocking shots.
Again, Joe circling to his right here, trying to avoid those big shots coming back. How about that shin? Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He's in big, big trouble here.
Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block.
Oh, nice right hand. He hurt him. He's got to be careful here. He's in trouble.
Wow! Wow!
He goes for a head kick and he's down.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here.
He's gonna try to take the back, I think.
The big right hand!
He's out!
And that's gonna do it!
To do that to such a durable guy, and to do it with such composure, the way he recognized he had him hurt, relaxed, kept his rhythm, and just dropped bombs, and then boom.
Yeah, Joe, safe to say he wasn't stalling or looking. Here we go. Well, it is a venue that has hosted some of the biggest fights in combat sports history, and we are back for more, ready to go with live action underway here at the MGM Grand Golden Arena in Las Vegas. All right, here we go, round one. There he is, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Most of his fights in the UFC have gone the distance, but when he has finished, more often than not, it's been early. So you gotta be mindful of the Masvidal power here early on.
They're both landing bombs on each other.
Oh! Huge right hand!
He's in trouble right now. Oh! What a leg kick! Oh! Back up to his feet. Leg kick! He hurt him! He's very wobbly. He's trying to hang on. Oh! He's back to his feet, but he's hurt. Really missed with that right hand.
Now he goes for the single leg.
Nice takedown. He gets in a full guard here.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
And there he swung with a haymaker.
Well, there's a swing and a miss. His cardio is really abandoning him at this stage of the fight, and sometimes when you miss, it can tax your gas tank even further. So let's see if he can preserve some stamina and try to figure out a way to get back in this fight. Just out of range with that left hook.
Wow! This could be it right here.
Masvidal has been nearly impossible to put away by knockout in his career.
Oh, very nice.
Well, he got cracked to the head there, Joe. He's gonna have to change things up here with his footwork, with his tempo. He continues to be vulnerable to that strike coming back. Gotta get his head off the center line. Under a minute now to go in this one. 45 seconds to go here in round one. Takedown attempt late, and it's good. 30 seconds now to go in the round. Oh, and he's back up again. Those get-ups have been there for him all night.
Oh, he landed it.
Final seconds.
Oh, he hurt him again.
Round two winding down. All right, that's the end of the round, and this cut on the cheek, Joe, could be a factor moving forward. Certainly better to have the cut below the eye than above it, but the cut man's now got to get in there, shut that thing, and prevent it from being a major factor now moving forward. All right, here we go with round two.
That last round was absolutely insane. Both guys hurt on multiple occasions. If they continue it this way in this round, someone's gonna get knocked out. Oh! Oh! This could be it. Body kick, look at that. Beautiful. Oh!
He's got him hurt here.
Oh, he tagged him. Back up to his feet. Head kick.
Nice defense there, huge block. Well, he left his head open again there, Joe. He's gonna have to make some adjustments.
Wow! He is rocked. fight.
And here one. We are underway.
Misses a huge hook to the head.
Alves' shot is blocked. Gamebreak gets absolutely melted by that head kick.
And he's looking for that left.
Joe, that is one well-timed overhand by Alves. Trying to double up on that jab.
Oh, he clipped him! He got hurt bad. Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses.
Both guys.
Big shot to the head. He's stunned.
He's got hurt here.
He's getting tagged.
And now he lands a combination.
Oh, he missed that kick.
That one appeared to stun him.
He's hurt. He's hanging on here, but he is in big, big trouble. He hurt him with that hook.
Beautiful kick to the body there, and he just left himself wide open for that strike. Very vulnerable by leaning in, keeping the guard high to allow for an opening down low.
He got tagged there.
Man, the attacks keep on coming, and now he's relegated to using just one eye. So swollen now on the left side. Going to the body there with the right kick. Oh, strong hook to the head there by Gamebreak. Hook shot attempt to the head here. Instead, it's blocked by Alves. Nice jab. Follows up with a nice right hand.
He's hurt. He's hurt. He's in big, big, big trouble. Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses. Tries a big hook to the head, but misses.
And he's got hurt here. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Oh, very nice.
Watch for him to set up that hook again now. 20 seconds to go. Trying to establish that jab once again. Oh, he blocked that offense, Joe. Round two is next. So both fighters survive.
You ready? You ready?
Second round underway.
That last round was absolutely insane. Both guys got rocked. If they continue... Oh! He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Masvidal's moving to his left here, Joe, and it's a wise move trying to avoid the power in his opponent's left hand.
Oh! That hurt him. Body kick, look at that.
Oh, big left hook there.
Just missed with that huge kick.
Missed on the strike attempt there. His stamina has really failed him here tonight. He's got to figure out a way to preserve some energy as this fight moves forward. Well, Joe, I know he respects the power coming back, but it looked like he moved right into that kick to the body, and his opponent landed it flush. So let's see if he changes up his footwork a little bit and tries to avoid further damage to the midsection moving forward. Under 3 minutes now remain in round two.
Oh! He's trying to hang on. He hurt him again.
Oh, he might be out. And
there he swung with a haymaker.
Well, he has landed some good shots tonight, Joe, but as yet, he has been unable to string together any solid combinations, and that has served to keep his opponent in this fight. So let's see if he can change up the tempo a little bit with his strikes and try to put together a combination.
He's hurt again!
Oh! He's out!
Huge hook that got him the victory.
Yeah, Joe, just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near-perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little... Let's get it to Bruce Buffer. He has... All right, we are underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, ready to go round one, and as usual, so is Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. This is a man who has seen it all, totally unfazed by anything that could be.
He is hurt.
Big body
Shot there, too. This fight is dangerously close to being stopped. Misses a huge hook to the head. Good defense there. Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses. Oh! He's hurt here.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Really swung for the fences with that hook, but misses. That one hurt.
Single leg.
Excellent movement on the ground here. Constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
How about that chin? Try to establish that jab.
He lands a clean combination.
Ooh. Huge block there. Also, he gets clipped once again here, Joe, and he continues to be vulnerable by leaning in. He's keeping his head on the center line. He's got to change things up a little bit here. Big left hook coming. It's blocked. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Big left hand lands upstairs. Beautiful. Oh, huge right hand.
He's stumbling. Lands a hard shot with the left.
See if he can follow it up.
Tries a big hook to the head, but misses.
Good defense here.
Oh, nice
big
knee.
He's got him hurt here.
Oh, very nice. Oh, man. So he tagged him again. He's hurt.
Oh, he might be out.
Oh, he's landed some good shots here. He is in deep danger right now. Deep danger.
Oh!
And there he swung into the haymaker. Oh, he hurt him.
Oh, big left.
Another shot. He's hurt bad. Oh, he's tagging him.
Final seconds of round one. Round two coming up next. Oh, saved by the bell. That's the end of the... Round two is underway.
That last round was an all-out brawl. If they continue like that in this round, someone's getting knocked out.
Oh! He's out! All right, ready for live action here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in the fight capital of the world. The calm, cool, collected Jorge Gamebred Masvidal ready to go, and so are we. Round one is underway. We have seen an uptick in the aggression for Masvidal as he has vaulted into welterweight contention. Asked Donald Cowboy Cerrone about that aggression back in 2017. We'll see if Masvidal tries to get off to that good start and get the offense going early tonight. Gamebred gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. All right, so let's see how the early...
Oh, he hurt him! He is in trouble. Oh! Vicious left hand.
Big left hand.
Misses a huge hook to the head.
high-level defense there. The hook shot is blocked by Alves.
Hit him with the jab.
Oh, he's got it going tonight. Oh!
He is clearly in big, big trouble here. Clean overhand. Whoa! He got hurt! Oh, he tagged him to the left. He's got to be careful here. He's in trouble.
Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Oh, man, defensively. Oh! He's out! Line, Las Vegas, Nevada. We are underway here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Oh, you gotta love it. Mean mugging the camera as usual. The natural-born killer, Carlos Condit, ready to go. Joe, this is as diverse a striker as there is in this welterweight division. Sets an insane pace as well. On any given Saturday night, you are looking at a man who is the best welterweight in the world.
Look at that transition.
Magny works so well off of that jab. He'll be trying to establish it early.
While mounted here, he's got to control his opponent's posture.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Beautiful scramble. Oh!
Oh, clipped him with the overhand. Oh! He's got him hurt here.
Oh, man. He tagged him. He tagged him. He tagged him. He hurt him. Oh, he missed that kick. Oh, very nice.
How about that chin?
Nice. Oh! He hurt him. He's rocked. Big shots.
Both guys landing with conviction now.
Oh, man.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
Haymaker. Oh, he got caught. Just missed with a huge kick.
Oh, and another overhand connects here. He's landed a few of those already. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's the attempt. Able to check that kick as well. Oh! Oh! And just like that, the diverse a striker as there is at 170 pounds. A lot of different limbs, elbows, knees. Going to be headed his opponent's direction here tonight. Ooh. Joe, your thoughts on what we'll see in this matchup tonight?
Carlos Condit's knees have beautiful timing behind them and devastating power. And look for them to be a big factor in this fight if he can land. He's in big trouble. Hurt him with that spinning back fist. Oh, he's rocked. Look at him. He hurt him. Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming?
So his opponent lands that kick to the body, Joe, and he has shown an increased susceptibility to that strike here tonight. All right, so some fatigue striking, I guess you would call it here. He is landing, but just not inflicting much damage because his stamina is on low.
In full guard now.
Oh, he's got him hurt here.
Whoa, head kick.
Oh!
He tagged him again. He's hurt. He tagged him.
You ready? You ready?
And we are underway. You hear so much from the Elevation Fight Team guys, Christian Allen, Lisa Bowling, Elliot Marshall, about the coachability of Neil Magny and how
Nasty combinations here. Very nice. Wow. Oh!
Oh, spinning back fist out of nowhere. Oh!
He is rocked right here. He's trying to stay up. That's a big hook. Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming? Attempts a big hook to the head, but misses.
Spinning back fist. Oh! is underway. Neil Magny has been there. He has done that. He's been in 5-rounders at altitude. You know he gets stronger as the fight goes on, but a fast start, Joe, would be of particular use in this matchup tonight.
Oh, spinning back fist. He solved it right there. Very nice.
Joe, your thoughts on what we might see here?
Carlos Condit.
High kick!
He hurt him. He's trying to hang on.
It's a big right hand.
Landing some shots. Oh, beautiful. Oh, big body kick. Hit him hard with that hook.
Huge hook there.
Nice head kick. Vicious combinations. Oh!
That one appeared to stun him. Oh! Huge right hand.
This could be it right here. Oh! He's out.
You ready?
Here we go. All right, here's Bobby King Green ready to go for round one. It's going to be very interesting to see how this first round plays out. At times, Green has started slowly. At other times, he has come out guns blazing. James Krause can certainly...
Devastating left hook.
He's got him hurt here.
That's a big hook. Whoa, head kick.
Knee to the body. Oh, he left his head.
He tagged him.
Unbelievable. Green gets up, but he looks dazed. He looks confused.
They're trading blows here. What an exchange.
Changing to the southpaw stance now, Joe.
Nice jab. Oh! It's very wobbly. He's trying to hang on. Oh! Wow!
Goes down again.
Oh, he's out cold.
That is it.
Tremendous hook on the button for the win.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buck.
You ready?
First round underway. So here he is, the man who has taken the sport by storm, Conor McGregor. You want to be mindful of what's coming your way in the early going. You know about the 13-second knockout of Joe.
Oh! Jumping knee!
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Oh, look at this. Who saw that coming? Oh, flying knee. Oh, big knee.
Green circling to his right now.
Flying knee. Oh, big knee. He's hurt. Oh, he tagged him. Oh, jumping knee. He hurt him with that hook.
A big right hand.
Oh, vicious knee.
Big knee. Oh! He's out.
Devastating flying knee for the victory.
Yeah, Joe, he employs that huge knee to knock out his opponent here tonight. And again, he didn't put all of his velocity behind it. Location, location, location. As accurate as he could have been with that knee, he buckled his opponent, and the finish came shortly thereafter. So another one for the highlight reel tonight.